What is going on, everybody? This is Jimmo back again, bringing you another hardcore domination gameplay back on the map Genesis. But before I get started, I want to give a big shout out to Madman with Twisted Compaby for helping me make that great intro video that you saw with my logo in the beginning of this video. So I will put the link of his channel in the description of this video. Check him out. Not only does he have a lot of great gameplay of Call of Duty, but he also has other content with information such as how to help you open up your NAT type if you're strict or moderate, as well as other great content. So definitely check out his channel when you get a chance. You will not be disappointed. Now, what this video is going to be about is for those that are struggling to get to their score streaks. I'm pretty much going to go over on how to use your teammates to help you get to your score streaks. And yes, even though it sounds bad, yes, I did say on how to use your teammates. I'm also going to be going over the score streak setup that I'm using to be able to get to your score streaks a lot easier. And I've actually made a video not long ago on what setup to use to be able to get score streaks if you're struggling. So this is pretty much the same setup, except that it's improved because of the new score streak variants. It's changed just a little, but not really, which I know that sounds contradicting, but I'll let you know exactly what I mean. Now, on my prior video that I posted about 2 months ago, called, I believe it was Struggling Getting Score Streaks, question mark, and I believe that's the title of that video. I pretty much mentioned that I like choosing one main score streak that I want to get, whether it may be the Warden, the Thor, the Apex, or whatever score streak you want to get. So what I ended up saying on that video is that I like using the UAV and the counter UAV. And the reason that I like using those two score streaks, first is because they will give you the assist points to be able to get to whatever main score streak it is that you chose. Now, the second thing that I mentioned is that I like using the Titan Warden. And the reason that I like using that specific Warden variant is because for every kill that you get with this weapon, you'll get an additional 10% score towards your score streaks. So that, in combination with the assist points that you'll be getting from the UAV and the counter UAV, you'll be able to get you the main score streak that you chose. Now, because of the new score streak variants, it's even easier now to get to pretty much whatever score streak you want. So just to show you what I mean, in this particular gameplay, what I'm using is the epic version of the UAV, the kickback, but instead of 500 points to get it, it'll be 625 to be able to get it. I also chose to go with the rare version of the counter UAV, which is the Roach. And right before this game started, at the very last second, I decided to go after the AP3X, the Apex, the high score streak. So that's the score streaks that I'm running in this gameplay. Now let me tell you the reason why I chose the epic and the rare versions of the UAV and the counter UAV. The epic version of the UAV, the kickback, the reason I chose that, it's because yes, it's an extra 125 points to get it. However, for every kill that any of your teammates get, instead of 10 points towards your score streak, instead of 10 assist points, you will get 20 points. So that's the reason I went with that. As far as the rare version of the counter UAV, the Roach, well, it's real simple. It costs the same number of points to get it. It has less health if somebody tries to shoot it down though, but very rarely will anybody try to do so. But it does stay up in the air 5 seconds longer. Those extra 5 seconds usually gets me an extra 2 to 3 kills for my teammates, which is an extra 20 to 30 points, which they do end up adding up. Now, the way that I end up using my teammates is to basically get me those assist points. Now, if I end up having at least 1 or 2 teammates that are rushers, I usually average about 200 to 300 points and assist points using those two score streaks. So if you end up being in a team with teammates that are aggressive, then use those score streaks towards your advantage and use their aggressiveness to be able to help you get those assist points. So that's how I end up using them if they're aggressive. Now, if you end up playing with teammates that always end up dying a lot, then I end up using them as bait. and again, I know that sounds bad, but again, if they're always constantly getting killed time and time again, there's no need for you to end up getting killed right along with them. So you use them as bait to bait in the enemy and get your score streaks yourself, and really that's the best chance that you're going to have for the game itself and to be able to do good in the game. But if you have a decent or good team, look how many assist points I'm about to get, and I'm only going to count the assist points. 20, 50, 80, 100, 130, 160, 210, 240, 270, 420, 450, 480, 510. So basically just now, in just assist points, I got over 500 points. Now you're not always going to get that many points, but like I said, I usually average about 200 to 300 assist points towards my score streaks from just my teammates alone getting them kills and me earning once again those assist points. But again, if you have teammates that are constantly dying a lot, then use them as bait to bait in the enemy so that you can get the kills. Now I may not necessarily run this score streak setup that I'm running right now if I do have those kind of teammates, because again, this is mainly effective if you have decent teammates or really good teammates. If I have bad teammates, then as far as the score streaks that I'm going to use, it's all going to depend on the enemy. If I'm playing against an enemy that they're just okay or they're decent, then I may end up running something like the shock sentry or the warden if they're not wearing blind eye. If it's against really good enemies, then I'm going to be using lower score streaks. You don't want to be using something like the warden or the Thor if you're not going to be able to get to them. So then it will depend on the type of enemy that I'm playing up against if I have bad teammates. But otherwise, this is the score streak setup that I mainly be using most of the time. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys found it helpful in any kind of way. I think I ended up going 50 and 5. Also, don't forget to check out Madman with Twisted Compaby if you need an intro done or just for great content. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you all soon.